don't have to make your own music here though.
Ooh.
Yep, we don't have any songs.
Oh.
Okay, so let me check. And I'll need to explain what you need to do there. So we are missing 2 lessons next week and the following week.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what? I won't have class next week.
There will be no class next week and the following week. It's a 2 weeks back-to-back competition. So I will be at the competition. So I'm canceling all the classes.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then
21 days.
Yep. So yep, and then we're back to normal. And that will be the end of it. Yeah. Usually those competitions they put at least like 1 week apart. This year just back to back. So yeah, and so no lesson next week and the following week, and then we're back to normal.
Okay, so the next lesson is
on the 18th, I think, or 19th of April. And one of those weeks is spring break.
Okay.
So there's a competition, and the week after that, spring break.
And during that competition, during that week, there's the second competition. So it happened that one of the competition during the spring break. Are you going to be here during spring break?
I'm here. Well, I think I am.
All right. So today is the 29th, right?
Yeah. 29.
Okay, so you have. Did you practice today?
Yeah.
How much did you practice?
45 minutes.
45, so because I didn't write today's date. Okay, so starting from tomorrow, April 1st.
WWH.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you have to write 21?
I think so.
Whoa. I have a lot of time to practice next week.
So our lesson is at 6.
We have time. And if it's not enough, then I'll write.
Then you'll write, yes, exactly. Okay, so let me
I'm
check
gonna have to count
your theory on the 20th. The 20th. Good. So no mistakes here. Okay, so because you have 3 weeks between today and next time, there will be 3 pages of homework. So let's take a look and see what you need to do there, right?
Why is the homework kind of?
It's brand new, so that's when it's
Wait,
out.
you just printed out?
Well, like a few hours ago. Okay.
And it's really thick.
Yeah. So this is 21. Number 21.
21.
Okay. Naming the notes. Some of these are treble clef, some of these are bass clef, and when you get the answers, you will put them in the crossword box. So this is pretty much.
I saw that.
Yeah, right. So it's pretty clear, right? Right here, number 22 is playing, and this will be playing intervals. So here we do. Let's try a little bit. So find the note E. Key E.
Oh,
E.
Yeah.
Play interval 6 below that E.
Okay.
So down from E interval 6. Good job. Now find C and play second above.
Then play second above.
Right. So that's what you do here. Okay, so it's pretty, it's fun, it's easy for you. So that's what 22 is. 23 is more work because I'm going to ask you to write names of the notes and counts. So that's going to take some time.
Names of the notes
and count. Mm-hmm.
Could you write that down?
Yes, of course. And some of it are bass, some of it are treble clef. Okay, so let's say we'll write the notes here and count right here. Count. Notes here, count right here.
And and then repeat everywhere.
Right. So make sure you make them small so that it's not gonna be all smashed together. Okay.
I can write more.
That's what you do everywhere. Okay. So and it's gonna take time because it's just like some rating here. So 21, 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Every week I'll do a page then.
Mm-hmm. So theory. Lesson
I'm gonna fold this on the back.
22. Lesson 20. All right. So let's get to work. We have 11, 12, 13 because I have to give you quite a bit of work for next time. So where's your music?
Here.
Okay.
I'm grabbing it.
You can get everything out, right? So this is this.
One.
And you have Hunt and the Ice Skaters and Boom Boom, right?
This one and this one.
Okay, so let's start with these guys because this is probably some of the most advanced things, right? So 11 from memory, 12 from memory, and 13 is new. Okay. So 11 first. Okay. Can you sit a little bit closer to the piano? Here we go. I think it's there are lots of incorrect notes, and I don't know if it's just one-time thing or you've learned it incorrectly. So
I think it was a one-time thing.
So let's try it again. If it's just one-time thing, that's not a problem. But if it's not one-time thing, then I need to make sure that I mark that down so then you can fix it. Okay?
Because this piano just sounds really different, so I get confusing.
Well, that's actually one of the things for us for pianists that we need to be able to play on any piano. And sometimes it's super confusing. Okay, so think about it. Those who play violin, they're carrying their violin everywhere they play, right? For us, we have to be able to adjust to any piano. And sometimes, like this is a really great piano, but some of the pianos you will be playing in the future, they're not good. And then you start playing, it's like, what kind of piano is this? It's impossible to play. And yet we still have to make beautiful music. Now, can you sit a little bit taller? Because kind of bring, yes, here we go. This is much better. So kind of bring your belly closer to the piano. Also, don't play all the chords exactly the same way. Think about progression. So we don't play all of them with exactly the same strings. So think, where we going, and even higher, and then right. So it's almost like we are climbing upstairs. Okay, let's try it. A little higher, right, and even higher. Yes, and then right. Good job. Oh, what about this note? Should we play this? You didn't play this C. Is it one-time thing, or should I mark this just in case?
Maybe you should mark it just.
So do you know what? I'm gonna mark that down with the red dots, I think, right? Remember, I just need to find it because I have not used them
In a
while. Yeah. So let me find those. There we go. There they are. Okay. So and it's better if we mark it rather than
circle it.
No, rather than forgetting, and then you don't know what you need to fix. Okay. All right. Got it. Let's go to section 2. Can you start right away from section 2? No? It might be a little bit hard to start from section 2. Don't rush. Okay. Enjoy. So these are incorrect. So you played all of these are incorrect because you kept playing D, and this is the second time. So you have to check this. Okay, so you played all of this, like 4 of them incorrect. Okay.
Oh, see, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. It sounds better this way, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, next. Ready? Next one. The other ones you didn't, the first time you played, this was incorrect, and this was incorrect. This time you played it correctly, so that maybe just one time thing. But just in case, it's a good thing I put circle, so you would be.
Yeah, I think you should. I would think you should still mark these. Sometimes I get these two mixed up
Okay.
still, but and then I can find it because it would sound a little weird.
Silly, right?
But I would figure it out. But
And this
sometimes
one?
I would still.
That was just one time thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I can figure that out.
Okay, alright. So, and then also try to make this chord sound a little bit differently one from the other one, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like different instead of just playing playing same notes together. Like make it sound somehow a little different. Like
right, because the thing is that usually in music, if we have the same note played more than once, we try to bring some variety. So, and we have 4 of this, 4 of this, 4 of this, right? So think about, first of all, even between this, you can make with each one a little bit more. So you can play maybe a little bit less, and then more right here, and all the way here. Okay, it's not an easy thing to do because you have to be creative, but something that would actually still make sense. Okay, so kind of improvise on that. Okay, think what would you like to do. Okay, so this one is from memory. This is a wonderful exercise. Okay, so this is number 11. Okay.
Are you using a different pen?
Yes, I don't know. I misplaced somewhere. The other one. So,
I like this one.
it worked. So by memory, so I'm gonna write down shaping. Okay, shaping chords. Okay, so pay attention to the notes, right? Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay. So, and I'll be grading next time. So here's the box.
Okay. I probably can do it in 21 days.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's go to number 12.
I'm not the most sure about this one. I've been practicing, but sometimes the doing.
Let's play. Yeah. Are you at the beginning or you moved on? So,
I'm gonna start from the.
okay, so we'll start again. So then I'll know where you are.
I forgot which one is.
So this one you still need to finish memorizing. Okay, and then 3 weeks you're going to. Okay. So what is your strategy on memorizing?
I usually practice it on one section by section, but sometimes when I finish finish all the sections together, since I do all of them and some of them are repetitive, and they're all like the seesaw motion, and then some of the notes are the same notes, just in a different way, with paired with a different note, and then I get confused.
Right, exactly. So that's it. You're 100% right. This is actually what's happening usually on this one. So you need to learn each one individually really well, and then kind of add up. So what I would be doing, like, you know this section really well, right? You know this one. Combine them. Then after that, kind of put it aside and focus just on this one, and then this one, and you combine. Only after that, combine all of them together. So then this way you.
All I do is play this one, and then play this one, and then combine them, and then learn this line, and then combine it again.
Right.
And then learn this one.
That's also the mic work. Also, the other thing is try to remember the bass line. So remember, we have C, then E, then D, then F. So we have C, then this one is from E, this one's from D, this one is from F. Now we get to this part. B, C, 2 B's right here. Then we have C. It's almost like we're climbing scale, but then we skip, and then we realize, oops, we forgot to play E. Here it is. Okay, so sometimes we have like hidden, and this is very different. This one is not F, jump, C, the end. So think of the pattern. There's usually some patterns that are kind of, and then the other thing you might want to think about would be intervals. Okay.
Yeah, I can think of intervals. And when I think of this one, I always know it's interval 7.
Right. So the other thing, look, this one starts from E, and this one's from C. And now they're switching around. My turn to play C. Okay, then I'll play E. So.
And that's the same thing here.
Right. And then here, the left hand is 2 times exactly the same thing. The right hand is almost the same, but the first time with G, and second time with F. So keep reminding yourself. So it's lots of analyzing goes into memorizing this. Because most of the things that we memorize are much easier. But this one is actually, when it's very repetitive, it's usually harder to memorize. Because they're so similar. So you have to really constantly be reminding yourself, okay, this is the interval here, this is the same, this is exactly the same, but then yet we have one little change here. Okay? Alright, because technique-wise, the seesaw, you're doing pretty good. So it's just really memorizing the notes. Okay? So let's write it down. There. Okay. All right. Let's go to 13. That one is the brain one.
I like this.
Let's see. Wait. Can you start again from the beginning with counting? Because quarter notes are not 4 times longer. They're only 2 times longer than 8th note. 1 and 2 and 3, and the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, 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 and 1. Too late. 1 and 2 and 3.
Wait, do you replay that one, or is that
Where's
a time
replay?
out? Oh, I keep thinking it's a time.
No, it's not. 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, and a 1. Where's it? 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1. Too late. 1 and 2 and 3. No. 2. You didn't count well. There we go. 1 and 2, 1
I kept getting confused.
Okay, figure out the note.
Because
each one
the
individually.
note is an E.
Yep.
And then it wants you to play here.
Yes.
So
Exactly. Yeah, that's the right one. There's nothing to be confused about, right? You just need to figure out.
I first didn't really see where the flat was, and I thought the flat was on the E.
No, it's well, this flat applies only to B's. It doesn't apply to just any note. Besides, I kind of wrote this as a reminder. Okay, so, okay.
Oopsie. Is this? No, this is. Okay, so it's.
What about that one? No, okay, see, do we need to play this right hand?
I was just testing.
And 2, and 1, and 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 2, and drop, and march, and 1 and 2. There should be no gap. 1 and 2, and 3, and 1. This is a long chord on right now. So I would prefer, that tune is also long. I would prefer for you to play it slower, but no mistakes, because there are quite a few mistakes, as you see. You forget in flat, sometimes you're forgetting to count, in like you were creating gaps. Sometimes you playing.
I just can't function the notes.
Okay.
You can't think of the notes quick enough.
Right, so that's why, Gina, we always need to start with slower tempo because we have to give our brain time to really analyze everything, and that's why, Gina, even professional musicians, they always start with much slower tempo. They never start with a fast tempo. Because we need to really analyze and see what's going on to really, and you would think like, oh, there are professionals that can play everything fast right away. No, because nobody wants to make mistakes and then end up fixing mistakes. It's a much longer road than to success. So it's much better to play in a significantly slower tempo and not allow ourselves making mistakes. So we always have to choose tempo where we can play with no mistakes from the first try, which is not an easy thing to do if you think about it, right? So slower tempo, 0 mistakes. Rather than faster tempo, tons of mistakes, and then you play it again, and by the time you will realize that you make mistakes, your muscles are already going to remember the wrong way of playing. So that and fixing mistakes is such a pain. Okay, you don't want to put yourself through that. Okay, so always play slow at first. We can always get to the faster tempo much later. Okay, and then I've noticed this over the years that those who are playing slow, learning things much faster, significantly faster, like 3 times faster. Those who are playing things fast right away, guess what? It takes them 3 times longer. So for someone, it would take like 3 months to learn a piece. To someone else, it would take 9 months because of the amount of mistakes. Okay. So what do you want to do?
Play it slowly.
Slowly. Okay. What kind of technique do I have here?
I'm not very sure. The drop technique?
Yeah, because he didn't do that much here. And that's actually here of the drop, then march, then up. Okay. See, again, because you chose tempo that it was too fast, you were compromising things that we shouldn't be compromising on, right? So like technique, right? Let's try it again from the beginning. So slower tempo is always better. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. That's a good tempo. Is it everything correct here? Now let's see if you can find mistake. No, start right away from measure 3. If mistake was on measure 3, then we don't need to go back all the way to measure 1, right? So let's see if you can find mistake on your own. Okay, so what is it you did incorrectly the first time? You forgot staccato, exactly. So that's the thing. We need to absorb everything. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 1. Is everything right? And 2 and 3 and 1. Got it? So, and then you do the same thing with the rest. Okay? So, choose tempo that is comfortable. Do you want me to write down a specific tempo like metronome, right? Do, di, do, di. It's going to be for every chord. No, I think it's slower than this. Do, di. It's even slower than this. I could give it to you for every eighth note. Do, di, do, di. So it's like, yeah. So it's 48. Do, di, do. So it's 96 for every eighth note. You want me to write it down? Okay. So, and you need to memorize it also for next time because it's 3 weeks from now.
Of
right?
course, I can do it.
So, but of course, practice with looking
Practicing
by memory and with looking because that's the first thing you do. Okay. So the metronome tempo for every eighth note is 96. Okay.
Could you make that another thing?
What?
The
Equal?
eighth note. Make it like.
That's the eighth note.
It might think that's a quarter note.
Okay. Drop, then march, then up. So that's our technique here. Okay. Pay attention to staccatos. So you won't be missing any of them. No gaps, but that you're going to be counting. All right. And notes. Plus B flat in the middle section. Okay. All right. So that's 13. Okay, let's go to the hunt, the ice skaters, and boom boom.
The hunt has a really quick tempo.
184 is from memory, right?
Tempo.
Okay. Here we go. Let's play.
Wait, what tempo is it?
It's a good tempo.
Can I feel it? Is that for a quarter note?
Yeah. The tempo is right. But there's one. Okay.
Wait, I don't get how you're gonna make that rest in.
Why not? You just count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? That's what you've been practicing on, right? Okay. All right. 2. On 2, we have rest. 3, 1, rest. 3, 1, rest. Rest.
Wait,
3, 1,